All right, and we are back with another episode. And joining me today, this is the final episode, and I've got Martina Dawn. How's it going?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I mean,
Good.
listen, for those who don't know, we were sitting here talking, and I'm telling you, we could talk for hours, me and
Lit-
Martina.
And I was already running late, so then we'd get on here and talk for like 20 minutes anyway. It's so funny.
Anyways, Martina, for starters, for those watching who may not know you, tell us about yourself and where you come from.
Well, my name is Martina Dawn. I am freshly 18, and I started singing when I was 11, started working in the industry when I was like 11 or 12 years old. So this has kind of been like a thing for me for a while now. And I'm just looking to have fun and like grow my name in the music industry, at least for right now, kind of chilling, being 18, figuring out what I want to do. I've got 2 singles out as of yet. So Hate It was the first one. It came out last year in June, almost a year. Oh my God, it's almost been a year. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then Game Over came out in March. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, just ready to take on the world in the music industry.
Very cool. And starting very young, obviously, I mean, as I know, like music is in the household a little bit.
Yes, my mom is a musician as well, Kim Simon, and she was my music teacher. Well, she taught music out of her home, out of our home, I guess, for like 12 years, I think. And so I actually started when I was like 5, taking lessons with her and a friend, because this girl signed up and she did a couple lessons. And then my mom asked if I wanted to come down and join her. And me and that girl actually are still friends to this day. But it kind of just started this whole thing because with the music gene, like my grandparents had a band, my great grandparents had a band, my mom does it. It just kind of like runs with me. So I've just taken it and went with it.
Very cool. And okay, you being 18 now, how do you feel that music's changed? Obviously, growing up, being younger, to now that you're 18, you're playing in bars now. You know, how does it feel? Like we've done some shows at Cook County together. Like
yeah, it's super fun. It's definitely changed a lot, even just like the music side. Because I remember when I was little, we listened to like pretty much only country. So like I grew up on like the Carrie Underwoods, the Taylor Swifts, the like all those kind of people. Those were my stuff. There's videos of me at 2 years old singing like Paul Brandt and like Rascal Flatts, God Bless the Broken Road by her little like stereo.
right.
So growing up with it and like watching even just that, doing it for fun and then getting into the music industry. And in the last 5 years, even that has changed so much as well. It's just been like a really interesting thing. And growing up in it and having to grow with it as well is definitely a different take on it than a lot of people have.
For sure. Awesome. Okay. And now, for someone who's never heard your music before, how would you describe your sound?
Here's the thing. I have so many inspirations that I like pull from. My favorite artist of all time is Shania Twain. Like, I don't think you can go wrong with any of her songs. Every single one is a bop. And on top of that, it's so funny. I love that she's trending right now from Coachella with Harry Styles, because she is like my person. I love her. So definitely her. Taylor Swift, Tennille Arts, to name a newer one, Mackenzie Porter. I really like their sound. I listen to so many genres of music, so I kind of like to take little things from all of them. Like I love hip hop as well. So it's just, I love to throw little random things in there. And especially if I'm recording new songs right now. So there will be new music coming out pretty soon. And I'm just taking a lot more stuff into like my own brand and like really figuring out what I like and what I don't like, and just still taking inspiration from so many things. Cause I think that's what makes music and the music industry really cool.
Okay, very cool. And talking about those inspirations, who inspires you mostly towards just performing, like one towards performing and one towards songwriting?
So performing wise, Shania, like she is iconic. And like Garth Brooks, oh my God, I got Garth Brooks tickets. And I'm so excited. I've been to a concert since like before COVID. So I am hyped, especially because Garth Brooks, like the best person to see. And my best friend Megan is going with me, and she's never been to a country concert and she doesn't really know Garth Brooks. And I'm like, girl, you are about to see the best performer of like all time. So it's really, really fun just watching those people and trying to kind of copy them. And then songwriting, I am not really into songwriting too much. I actually get other writers to write my songs. That's a side of the music industry that people don't actually know a lot of. So there's songwriters that just do songwriting, and then there's singers. So I am like constantly going up here. So sitting down and writing a song, I actually struggle with a lot just because I am a squirrel. Like I am all over the place at all times. If you can't tell by the way I talk. So songwriting is something I'm slowly trying to get into. I've got friends, they all want to write. So I'm going to try and sit down and write with them. And definitely, you know, like the Taylor Swifts will be kind of like the inspiration for all that. But that's kind of a direction that's unknown as of yet.
Okay, but okay, to clarify, is there an artist though that you like when you listen to their music, you're just like, oh, you love the songwriting, not really them as a performer, it's more towards just the songwriting, like the lyrics and
That's a good question.
it's something that's what you concentrate.
And you're gonna hear that a lot. Taylor Swift is, in my opinion, like one of the best songwriters of all time. Like you can never go wrong with a Taylor Swift song. They're so like artsy and metaphorical, like just the whole shebang. She's got it all, especially in her songwriting. And that's someone that I definitely admire all of her stuff for sure.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Now, are these all artists that you listen to while driving, or you said just other genres? So who are some artists that you listen to mostly?
Oh my God. Okay. I'm about to get a little controversial. Kanye West is like, I hate saying that because I'm such a Swiftie, but I love his music. And like, they're so like, just like bangers in the car. Like you can just like punch them out and like rap along to them, like all that kind of stuff. And then Dua Lipa.
Oh, I love Dua Lipa.
I love Dua Lipa. She is my favorite. She is actually like, I've been taking a lot of inspiration from her, like style wise, like my own personal style, and like even my music. Like I want to like her performance, everything. I just love her. The glitter, everything about her is so incredible. And oh my God, I have a whole Dua Lipa playlist.
Love it. Perfect. All right. Growing up in the industry at a young age, what has been the best advice that you've been given that you follow till today still?
You see, there's so much advice kind of coming at you when you do start young. And I've grown up with my mom, right? So I've kind of just always had advice. So there's not like one specific piece of advice that I can say like someone's like told me and I have like just like taken it and ran with it. But what I've kind of like learned and like advice for myself is to take the seriousness out of it. There is a time and place, obviously, to be serious, but overall, like music is such a fun thing and it's an art form. And I don't think everything needs to be so like cut and dry with like the processes or like what you want to do at like all these big weekends and stuff. Like way more fun. One sec.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. My phone. I don't know how to run it. There we go. There we go. But yeah, that's my one thing I've kind of adapted. It's like the seriousness almost stresses you out more. So as soon as you like bring the fun back into it, it's a lot better, especially because when you are in it for so long, you really start to view it as a job. And like when you take your passion and start doing it as work, it does become almost like a chore.
Yep.
So trying to have fun is definitely that one kind of thing.
It's funny you say that because I actually had a friend of mine ask me, because I mean, as you know, like I don't do the video stuff full time. I won't mention what I do full time yet, but it's not yet. In due time. Maybe the next season I'll mention something like that. There might be something. But
I feel like
you know. But he asked me, he goes, if you did the video stuff full time in the interviews, he goes, would you still love it as much as you love it now? Right. And because it's your full-time job. And it's the same thing. Like when I started doing what I do full-time, I loved it. And now not so much. Right. So things have changed, but I finally found what I do love. And I do think I still would, but yes, the business part comes with it, right?
Yeah, and like the pressure, it's just so ugh.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to vibe.
Yeah. You gotta find a good balance. And once you have that, I think it can be smooth sailing.
Exactly, exactly.
Have fun with it because I'm the same way. I'm all about smiling all the time, having a good time, joking around. 'Cause
Right?
there's a lot of people that are a little too serious out there.
That's what I'm saying. Love when we're on the same page, which we pretty
Right?
much are on the same page. So
Always. Always. All right, let's talk about your recent single, Game Over.
Mhm.
Tell us about it and how it all kind of came together.
So Game Over was actually written by a few really big writers. And I was lucky enough to have Travis Switzer, who's my producer. He plays with all the big wigs. He's CCMA Hall of Honor guy for bass player of the year. He's just like, he knows everyone. He plays with Dallas Smith and Megan Patrick. So when we were looking for songs for me, he actually reached out to Megan and said, hey, do you have any in your, there's like a word for it, but I'm going to say portfolio because I can't remember that word right now. Um, and she sent us like a bunch of songs, and I really, really liked that one. That was like the one that me and Travis both really like vibe with. And it's the story of it's really funny too, because it actually matches like my parents' like love story.
Sure.
So it's really funny, but it came together really nicely, like production wise. And it was written by Megan Patrick, Blake Bollinger, and Travis Archer, who are really big writers as well. They write for Luke Combs and Jason Aldean all the time.
Oh, nice.
So we had some pretty cool writers on there, some little clout to throw in, not gonna lie. But yeah, it was just a really cool song to throw together. And it's actually crazy because I recorded that January of 2021. So like it coming out a year later was like weird because I'm like, this song is like old to me, but it's like new to everyone else.
That's right. It's usually how it goes, I guess, in the industry, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. And people like don't even know that. It's also hidden.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. Obviously available on all platforms. Everyone can get it anywhere.
Oh yeah. Anywhere you get your music, you can stream my stuff.
Perfect. And you never did a music video for it, did you?
No, I didn't. To be quite honest, like the last few months have been really hectic. So it was kind of one of those ones where it was like, okay, I guess we just put it out and kind of hope it does well. So I didn't do a music video. The next couple, though, I actually need to talk to you about maybe the one in the future. But there definitely will be some cool like video content for that I am looking forward to putting out.
Perfect. All right. When it comes to your music, I mean, I know you don't write your songs, you were saying, but when you pick songs or how songs are pitched to you, what is kind of the general message you're wanting in your music that you're trying to send to your fans?
You see, there's not like a specific message I'd per se. One thing I just want people that listen to me to feel is relatability. Like I want to put out the most like authentic stuff that like I really just like would want to listen to in the car, or like teenage girl songs that are about like love and romance, or like my first song Hate It was about like being attached to someone and like still being involved with them, but like there's nothing there and you can't tell him and you hate it, right? So
Right.
it's kind of where I just want people to relate, because that's what I like. I like when I can relate to a song, and I know a lot of people, especially my age, that's what they look for.
Okay. And now so do you think you'll ever try songwriting? You think it'll
Oh yeah. Oh, and I've written a couple songs. Like it's not like I'm just like a high and dry. I've never written before, never tried. It's just not something that I want to do. And one thing I found when I was really young is there was a lot of pressure to songwrite. Everyone's like, "Oh, you need to write. You need to write your own music. You need to do. You really need to." And it almost like turned me off. I'm the type of person that as soon as you tell me to do something a million times, I am going to want to not do it a million times more. So it became one of those things where I was just like, well, screw all of them. I am not going to write and prove them almost wrong, because realistically, you have to think there are songwriters that do that for a living and they don't perform. So someone needs to sing those songs and get that art into the world.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of like my view on it. And I want to start writing because I also feel like it'd be a good outlet for my feelings. However, like I said, I cannot sit down for a long period of time.
That's fair enough. It's like me. It's like me reading a book. I can't sit there and like read a full book. It's terrible.
Oh, I don't read.
I can't. I have to like watch a movie. Like you got to give me the movie. I'm
Yeah.
like more visual, I guess.
No, me too. Visual and like I need all of it to like keep my focus.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm like that myself. I just can't. I've tried and I'm just like I'll fall asleep just reading a book. I'm just put it down. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, right?
Oh, I'm bored. I'm bored.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
perfect. Okay. Do you have any other shows lined up people can look forward to?
Oh, okay. So I've got a couple like little gigs. I've got one at Cook County or not Cook County. I know why you're giggling. On Canada Day at the garrison, like the military base. So that'll be really fun. And honestly, I can't name a lot of them off the top of my head right now, but gigs are kind of just starting to pick up. And for me personally, I did like step out of it for a while just because I wanted to be a teenager and go to high school and like have like that normal kind of experience. So now I'm kind of getting more gigs and they're coming in. So I'll update you as soon as possible. And if you follow my social medias, you'll see all of it, especially my TikTok, because I seem to vlog those.
Yeah, you vlog the TikToks. I do see that.
Yeah.
You see that. All right. You talked about new music. What are you able to tell us about this new music coming soon?
Okay. So they're written by some pretty cool people. I don't know if I can say the people even, but they're the next one. What I did two, and the one that I think we're releasing first is a lot different than my last two. Like it's more country
Okay.
and it's more like romantic-y. Like that's the best way I can describe it. But it's so catchy. It gets stuck in your head like so easily, so easily. So that's the one thing I can say about that one. And then the other one is like the one I'm most excited about because it's kind of like a story and it's it's closer to my age. I found with my last two that they were definitely a little older, being only 17 and releasing those songs. And they're about like pretty like older topics that you don't usually see 17-year-olds singing about. So these ones are a little more close to my age. They're a little more like innocent and like happy, but in like a really good way.
Okay. Are we allowed to know the titles?
I can tell you nah, I'm gonna keep that one a secret actually.
Okay, I don't know what we're allowed to know here. I mean, it is my job to push, but I don't want to get you in trouble either, you know?
Well, right. And Kimbo, I refer to my mom as Kimbo. It's not disrespectful. It's a joke. The music industry knows about it, people. But she would be like, Martina, why did you say that so soon? So I always watch out for the momager.
Yeah, she'll be watching this for sure.
Yeah, right.
Got to make sure we're, staying on point over here.
Yeah.
So perfect. Okay, other than the new music, what else is next for you?
I don't know. It's
just going with the flow.
I'm going with the flow. I'm 18. I'm the type of person, I want to do everything. I want to be a real estate agent. I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a massage therapist. I want to be an esthetician. Like there's so many things I want to do and I can't figure out like what I would actually like stick with. The only thing that I actually can say I'll probably stick with is music just because like, I've been doing it for so long and I know I can do it. I know I'm not horrible at it, right? So that's kind of one of those things where I'm just going with the flow. I'm just figuring my life out. And it does get stressful at times because it seems sometimes like everyone knows what they want to do. But I always have to like come back and like ground myself and be like, nah, just figure it out. Have fun. Like no stress right now. I am at the point where I have like little to no stress in my life. I don't have kids. I don't have a dog. I live at home. I have all these friends. So I might as well make the most of it.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong. You're 18. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, right. We just keep saying that.
like I said, I wish I was 18 again. I wish.
What a time, hey?
Don't grow up. Don't grow up.
I might not. Who knows?
Too many responsibilities.
I'll stay 18 forever.
Forever. All right, Martina, last thing. Tell everyone where they can find you on social media.
Okay, my Instagram is Martina Dawn Music. That's probably where you'll see me like the most like official music wise. Facebook, same thing, Martina Dawn Music. My Twitter is also, I think, Martina Dawn, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't post on Twitter. I don't understand Twitter. I will never understand Twitter. One day, if I need to figure out how to make a boatload of money, so like I can just hire someone to do that for me, because that makes no sense to me. And then recently I started amping up my TikTok, which I didn't know what direction I wanted to go with my TikTok. And then what happened was I had a music account and a personal account, and then I got locked out of the music account. So I just decided to make my personal account kind of combined, and it definitely shows the more like fun real side of me. And that one, the username is actually wags with 3 s's.com. So it's a little different than Martina Dawn Music, but way more fun in my opinion.
Well, I'll have all the links down below, of course. And yeah, well, everyone, go grab her single Game Over. Stay tuned for the newest stuff. And yeah, the new music. And yeah, this is the last episode of the season. So
I am so excited that you asked me to be on it. When you texted me, I was like, of course. Of course.
I was just like, like I know we talked about it.
Uh-huh.
Right? I know we had talked about it, and then just like kind of just, fell through. Like we never really went back. Yeah, we never pursued it. And then I was just like, one more will be good to end the season. And I was like, Martina.
Perfect. Oh my God. This is why you're the best.
Yeah, it's the best. I'll be back with a new season at some point.
So exciting. Maybe we'll actually sit down and like in person.
That is hopefully the plan, at least for some of them, because I know I've got people like across the country and in the States. Yeah. So that's got to kind of be online, but I'm hoping to get some in-person ones for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll make that happen. I mean, even if it's here, right here. I mean, whatever.
I think so.
We'll figure it out. But cool. All right, Martina. Well, thanks for chatting today. And
thank you, Cody. I appreciate it. And thank you to the listeners. Love you all.
Absolutely. And yeah, stay in touch. I'm sure we'll see each other soon. I mean,
oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're like best friends now. Yeah, we literally are. I'm convinced.
All right. Well, take care. And yeah, we'll talk soon.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.